G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to G'day Bitcoin, the Bitcoin news with the fast facts. Bitcoin is printing millionaires. There are now 85,400 Bitcoin millionaires. That's about 17 Bitcoin today, as Bitcoin has tanked back below 62K. It's time for you to join the club. Buy, stack, and chill. We have BlackRock harvesting nearly $250 million at corn. Trump is dropping Trump trading cards on Bitcoin. Is that just another cash grab? The CME Group has filed for a Bitcoin futures contract. We have one analyst calling for 150K by year end. NZ is coming out with some dystopian crypto tax laws. China has hacked the US in the latest scientific report on Bitcoin as well. The findings say we're all psychopaths. It's a fantastic read. Diving straight into it this morning. Fear controls you. Bitcoin sets you free. Remember, I'm a piece of paper and I control your entire life. It is time to opt out. Global liquidity hits an all-time high, $95 trillion historically. The Bitcoin price follows. We've got one article to dive into and what they describe the coming season. It's epic. Big news. This according to James Investment Answers. BlackRock just dropped nearly $250 million on Bitcoin, yet prices are down. Is the game rigged? No, the game is not rigged. This is an opportunity to buy, stack, and chill. 26th of August, 2024, $224.1 billion. Million dollars. My apologies. We need to remember by 2034, your 9-to-5 job will be extinct. This may or may not happen. Better to prepare now, just in case. Everything will be so cheap you won't have to work anymore, especially if you're saving in Bitcoin. That's Reid Hoffman's latest prediction, the founder of LinkedIn. He predicted the rise of social media in 1997. Never forget, $1 trillion of debt is added every 100 days. And if we go over to it here in the background, we are at $35.264 trillion. It's absolutely insane. It doesn't stop. $1 million Bitcoin, it's just the start. That puts Bitcoin in $21 trillion market cap. It's not the end. It is just the beginning. The reason Bitcoin is going to get there is because this number, it's not getting any smaller ever again. Now, diving into the Bitcoin millionaires, they have surged 111% in the last year amid a crypto rally. There are now 85,400 Bitcoin millionaires, more than double the amount from 2023. Hopefully you've gotten to one Bitcoin. Absolutely imperative. And we've had such amazing sideways action. And shout out to everyone watching live, watching the replay. If you can smash the like button on your way in, whether you are live or watching the video once it's been updated. It wasn't just Bitcoin. The number of Bitcoin millionaires around the world soared by 111% in the last year. 85,000 people now holding over $1 million in Bitcoin. This is according to a new wealth survey. Better than the scientific survey we'll get into later, where we're all psychopaths. It wasn't just Bitcoiners either. There are now 172,300 people around the world who hold more than $1 million in crypto, up 95% from 88,200 this time last year. Interesting, the upper echelons of the crypto wealthy also saw a significant boost with the number of crypto centimillionaires, people holding over $100 million in crypto, growing 79% to 325. If you want to get rich, if you want to get wealthy, Bitcoin is the way to do it. Did have 6 new crypto billionaires also minted in the last year, bringing the total number of 9-figure crypto holders to 28. Andrew Amoilis, the head of research at New World Wealth, said that while the crypto millionaire band has witnessed the highest growth, the increase in the number of billionaires was primarily driven by Bitcoin. Of the 6 new crypto billionaires created over the past year, 5 came from Bitcoin, underscoring its dominant position when it comes to attracting long-term investors who buy large holdings. If you're serious about wealth accumulation, it's Bitcoin, not crypto. Follow the big players. That's what they're doing, the billionaires, to be minted. Now, Bitcoin, the price, it's been a bit boring, a little bit sideways for a very long time, 5-6 months. It's getting people really frustrated, but things are in the works. And the reason Bitcoin's going to pump, CME Group, the world's largest future exchange, is launching a smaller Bitcoin futures contract to attract retail investors, according to Bloomberg. And we've got this analyst here, Bitcoin poised for 150K batshit season, but sellers could dent the rally. Come on, sellers, chill out a little bit. Everyone wants 150K by the end of 2024. There are other indicators pointing to increased short-term selling. Bitcoin will soon enter what one analyst is calling batshit season, which could see the price of Bitcoin surge as high as 150K by the end of 24. Short-term sellers could dent. So, in an attached chart, Coates noted that in the previous two bull cycles, Bitcoin had notched new respective all-time highs in the 365 days following local US dollar index peaks. He suggests that if Bitcoin price follows the previous bull market patterns, if it follows, history doesn't always repeat. Sometimes it rhymes. Most of the time it rhymes. It could surge more than 100% from an approximate price of 64K, where we're at 61,246 at the minute, to reach as high as 150K by the end of 2024. And is 150K going to come by the end of 2024? Maybe, maybe not. We'll read the rest of the article, but that does not matter. What matters is that you do everything possible to get as much as possible, because the sideways action, yes, it's boring. It's been testing us, our patience, it's wearing us thin, but it's not going to last for that much longer, in my opinion. Do with that as you will. Short-term Bitcoin sellers have become active. August 27, research note, XBT manager noted large short-term Bitcoin sellers have become active. He explained that while Bitcoin had staged a successful rally last week, some stagnant metrics have begun showing signs of activity once again. Short-term holders, they transferred 33,155 Bitcoin as shown by the 1 week to 1 month spent output age bands. This could present immediate selling pressure. It's probably what we're seeing right now. The slowdown price suggests that Bitcoin might initiate a free pullback. One article I forgot to include, but shout out to Simply Bitcoin, and huge shout out to Simply Bitcoin. They're back, baby. Free speech prevails. Well done for everyone retweeting, getting Simply Bitcoin back on YouTube. Anyway, they put out a post saying I think 44,000 Bitcoin had been taken off Binance in the past 24 hours as well. So that outweighs the 33 that entered onto the exchange. But again, just shout out to Simply Bitcoin for being back in there. Great people in the space. It's outweighing each other. 33 came on, 44 came off slowly, then suddenly it is what it is. And I don't think it's going to last that much longer. We're going to wake up one day and be like, oh, bummer. Bring back 61, 64K. It was all good. A little bit more on Simply Bitcoin there. They are back on YouTube. Enormous thank you to the entire Bitcoin community for your unwavering support. Thank you to YouTube and Team YouTube for making the decision to restore the channel so we continue to educate the masses on Bitcoin. This is their article there. This is the email from YouTube. Hi, Simply Bitcoin. We've reviewed your appeal for the following channel. After taking another look, we can confirm your channel does not violate our community guidelines. Thanks for your patience while we reviewed this appeal. Absolute insanity. There's so much control in every aspect of our lives. Carl B. Menger breaking a Russian customs seized German with 13 kilos of fine gold in his caravan. The 58-year-old is under house arrest for the time being. Bitcoin fixes this. Bitcoin does fix this, and you need to hold it in self-custody. You need to be your own bank. You need to run a node. Hopefully I get this plugged back in today. We'll paint the studio roof and move everything back in there. But be a sovereign individual. Get one of these, super easy. You can get them pre-made or you can build it yourself. Tony and the team can help you connect your node to your wallet, which is air-gapped, and doesn't allow anything to prevent you from spending your Bitcoin, moving your Bitcoin at any time. To be able to opt out of Clown World cannot be confiscated. Then you can go on to protect your online security. And maybe it's a good idea with the tax on free speech going down. What the UAE has done in regards to Pavil being arrested, did you hear about that? That was insanely interesting. I'll just touch on it real briefly. I think they had 88 fighter jets, a deal was struck, and they said, we are not taking them, we're not paying for them until you release Pavil, which is absolutely fantastic. But with the attack going on free speech, maybe it makes sense to be looking at a passport while they are still cheap. A second one. Now, I'm not sure if this is cash grab. I'd like to get your opinion on this one. Bitcoin Magazine, obviously working with Donald Trump, they have released a new official Trump trading card on Bitcoin ordinals. And you also get this, one guaranteed one of one digital trading card, the only one in the world. Wow, awesome. 250 Trump digital trading card NFTs, one limited commemorative dinner NFT. It's only 450 available. 2 limited edition digital debate NFT cards. 6 are randomly autographed bonus, one of one Trump Bitcoin ordinal digital trading card NFT, only 25 available. A little bit more context here. The new collection will offer buyers a piece of the candidate suit from his debate with President Joe Biden. Would have been cool if it was the one where he almost got deleted. I think that would fetch a huge premium. But this time around, Trump's 4th collection will offer high rollers a piece of the candidate's suit for his debate with President Joe Biden, according to a post on social media platform Truth Social. People who spend $24,750 on the card will also get access to Trump sneakers. Hopefully they're new and not used. Trump cocktails and a dinner at Trump National Golf Club in Jupiter, Florida with Trump. That'd be pretty cool to have dinner with Trump. Am I paying $24,000 for it? Hell no. Not on my ticket, and I don't support ordinals on Bitcoin at all. They make nodes take ages, 5 weeks to download the Bitcoin blockchain. It's absolutely insane. And they increase the fees, but it's a free market, so they are there. But as at a May gala celebrating collectors of the 3rd NFT set, that Trump pushed crypto into the political spotlight with the declaration that he'd be the industry champion in the White House and that the Democrats, it's ruin. I agree with that. He has been a fantastic champion, just bringing it into the political conversation. But we need to remember the money raised by Trump NFT collection is separate from his political war chest and goes to his personal coffers. He's industrious, he's a capitalist, fair game, it is, it's up to you whether you buy it. I won't be personally, I'd like to know your thoughts. In his most recent financial disclosures, Trump revealed that his NFT business had netted him well over $1 million in crypto. Trump is a Bitcoin or a crypto millionaire as well. Have you joined the club? Breaking, the NASDAQ have filed with SEC. We touched on this briefly, to launch Bitcoin options trading, and now waiting for official approval from agency. This is ultra bullish. Everything with Bitcoin at the moment is ultra bullish. The US national debt for Bitcoin holders, ultra bullish. For fiat savers, not really good at all. As well as the price being down. Wow, we've taken a nice big dip. Now I need to buy some today. Let's get out of here. No, I've got a couple more things to get through, but this price, absolutely fantastic. Hopefully the 58K gang can send it lower. It's not going to last very long, in my opinion. Now let's get back to this. You're all psychopaths, everyone. Crypto owners, you're science, bro. University of Toronto researchers found that crypto holders display lower levels of analytic and scientific thinking and are likelier to exhibit psychopathy than the general population. Congratulations, badge of honor. Couple of things here in the abstracts that I thought you'd find quite amusing. A review of the existing literature suggests cryptocurrency owners may possess higher than average levels of non-normative psychological traits and exhibit a range of non-mainstream political identities. They're saying you're not sheep. Well done. Analysts revealed 30% of our sample have owned some form of cryptocurrency, and that these individuals exhibit a diversity of political allegiances and identities. Free thinking. We also found that crypto ownership was associated with belief in conspiracy theories. How long has it taken for every conspiracy theory over the last 4 years to go from a conspiracy theory to fact? About 4 weeks, yeah? Okay, so yes, we do. Dark personality characteristics, e.g. the dark tirade of narcissism, Machiavellianism, psychopathy, and sadism, and more frequent use of alternative fringe social media platforms. They hate you being on X. They hate you getting information that they do not control the narrative of. What I find most interesting with this, whoever's done it, it feels like they're profiling Bitcoin holders, cryptocurrency holders, so that they can get the thought police to be able to come after us later down the track. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not true. But I don't think the science is right. When examining, and that's what they say in here, we don't trust the science. Okay, because I don't trust the science because when I meet Bitcoiners, they're the most genuine, loving, caring, respectful, integral people I've ever met in my life, and that's why I show up every day. I want there to be more Bitcoiners in the world. But when examining a more comprehensive multivariant model, the variables that most strongly predict cryptocurrency ownership are being male, relying on alternate through social media as one's primary news source. Everyone tune in to YouTube and X today. Smash the like if you disagree with the science here. I sort of agree with a lot of it. Anyway, these findings highlight numerous avenues for future research into the people who buy and trade cryptocurrency and speak to broader global trends into anti-establishment attitudes and non-normative behaviors. There's one more thing that I highlighted down. It's a pretty good read. It's a huge read, but they've put in the proof of work. I don't agree with all of it, but we find the variables most strongly, I don't agree with a lot of it. I think they're trying to set us up, frame us in a certain way. Most strongly correlated with cryptocurrency ownership being male, having a victimhood mindset, maybe with crypto, because those people just lose and their tokens, their coins are probably never coming back. But for Bitcoiners, I don't see that victimhood mentality ever. I see people taking 100% self-responsibility, knowing that nobody's coming for us. Maybe we may be a little bit negative in that sense, not trusting the state. I understand that. Maybe that's nihilistic, but taking 100% self-responsibility, being integral, I think that is the trait of Bitcoiners. So I don't agree with having a victimhood mindset and relying on alternate social media as one's primary news source. Obviously, mainstream media have failed totally over the last few years, and even Zuck, now we'll dive into a quick little article, is saying he's stuffed up. And here's the establishment. Now, block height, 858,703. It's absolutely glorious. The subsidy, 3.125. And another 191,297 blocks that will be cut in half yet again. It's absolutely amazing how Bitcoin works. We are below 61,000. We'll dive into the price chart in a sec, but sats per dollar, 1,651. We've got the 1,600 back. You're going to carpe diem, seize the day. You're going to let it slip. Last block, 3 minutes 30. 44 go. 44 blocks too fast at 9 minutes 46. We've got people moving around. Bitcoin price 61,896. This morning when I started, if I hit refresh, we are at 60,412. Sorry about the noise with that sliding door. We have just fallen off a cliff at the minute, which is absolutely fantastic. Low 59,933. So we're above the low in the last 24 hours, $4,000 move or $3,500 move. 63,283. Let's just go on a trading view quickly and have a look at the 1 hour chart, 1 minute chart. Check out that big red candle. What an opportunity to be able to buy, stack, and chill. Make the most of it. I don't think it's going to last really that much longer. And New Zealand, they've gone all dystopian. They introduced the OECD crypto reporting framework and a new tax bill. I bring this up, New Zealand, tiny little country, more sheep than people, absolute glorious God's country. It's an amazing place, but maybe a testing ground for this to be, things like this to be able to roll out everywhere. And I'll tell you why it's so dystopian shortly. Crypto service providers who fail to take responsible care to comply with the requirements could be fined 20,000 to 100k New Zealand dollars, not worth very much, 12k to 62k, less than a Bitcoin. Within the bill, what's proposed confirming annual income tax rates relief or 1 Bitcoin. Tax relief measures the implementation of OECD crypto asset reporting framework and the amendments to the Common Reporting Standard. With the new bill, reporting crypto asset providers based in New Zealand will be required to collect information on reportable users that operate through their platform starting on April Fool's Day 2026. They're taking the piss. Furthermore, the crypto providers must report the information to Inland Revenue, that's their tax agency, like the IRS, by June 30, 2027. So you've got a few years. The information collected by the Inland Revenue will be shared with relevant, and this is a dystopian part, relevant tax authorities worldwide if it pertains to reportable users in other jurisdictions. This exchange of information will be completed by September 30, 2027. real good reason. If you need any help, KYC free Bitcoin, reach out to the team at the Bitcoin Way. They can help you. Anyway, back to this. Simply put, traders who use Exchange New Zealand will have their transaction data reported to the government according to the tax agency. This will ensure that profit derived from crypto trading is properly taxed. If you sell your Bitcoin, you are incentivized to save it. If you sell it and you make capital gains, you need to pay your tax. Follow the law. It's your incentive to be able to save Bitcoin until the laws become more favorable. And as we're seeing, Bitcoiners minting millionaires, billionaires, probably get a trillionaire out of Bitcoin, maybe in the next 10, 20 years. Huge amount of power behind them, memeing Bitcoin as a dollar reserve asset, strategic reserve asset for Trump to be able to talk about it. Never forget, you have the power to be able to change things. They may take longer. So in regards to taxes, while they may not be favorable where you live right now, with a Plan B citizenship, you can just opt out and move to somewhere else that is more favorable. Or you've got the purchasing power and the cojones behind you to tell, hey, that's enough. Either fix this or you get a brain drain and we just leave. I think we've got the PR now, but the government agencies stress that with the development of crypto assets, tax authorities do not have visibility over income coming from crypto trading. The agency, take that one as you will. The agency said there has been an increased drive on the international stage to ensure that tax authorities retain visibility over income. They want to control you in every single way. For investment earning opportunities that are facilitated for individuals through large-scale intermediaries. Time to opt out. Users who fail to provide information necessary to comply with the reporting rules could also be subject to $1,000 New Zealand, $621 fine. Keep that in mind as well. Now, Zuckerberg, changing tune a little bit. It's people are getting pretty sick of their tax on freedom of speech. Bitcoin obviously fixed it. What happened with Simply Bitcoin? It's good to see that they are back. But Mark Zuckerberg in a bombhouse letter there, and we'll dive into China hacked the US as well. To House Judiciary Chairman Jim Jordan. Jim Jordan, what a name. How cool. Jim Jordan expressed deep regret over Meta's compliance with Biden admin's pressure to censor the COVID-19 content in 2021. Tech mogul admits they should have been more outspoken against government-led censorship. Zuck revealed the White House repeatedly urged Meta to remove COVID-related content, including humor and satire, causing internal frustration. Believes the government pressure was wrong and vows to push back against similar future attempts. We'll see whether he does or not. It doesn't really scroll in too much, but there was a line here. It's really hard to see, but I believe the government pressure was wrong. His third paragraph down, I'll repost it. And I regret that we were not more outspoken about it. I also think we made some choices that, with the benefit of hindsight, new information we wouldn't make today. Like I said to our team at the time, I feel strongly that we should not compromise our content standards due to pressure from any administration either direction. We're ready to push back if something like this happens again. We'll see, Zuck. We'll see. He's definitely looking a lot cooler, quote unquote base. He's doing some pretty cool stuff. Is it all the hype? Has he got a good PR manager? Or is he really changing for the better? Like Trump, is he really changing for the better? Or just trying to get the power of, say, Zuck pushing out and saying, hey, no, we are actually for free speech, or Trump, hey, I'm actually for Bitcoin. Does it matter if the actions align, but their integrity doesn't? If we get a better outcome, it's all good, in my opinion. Chinese hackers breach US internet providers just in time for the elections later in the year. Just everything to me feels like a test conspiracy. Maybe that's why the scientists think that we don't trust the science. Chinese hackers, they breached US internet providers. A Chinese hacking group known as Volt Typhoon, pretty cool name, exploited a hidden bug in Versa Director software to infiltrate US internet providers. Not good. Lumen Technologies uncovered the attack, which allowed hackers to access networks by exploiting the security vulnerability. Make sure you're looking after the security vulnerabilities at home as well. US officials warn these cyber intrusions could impact critical services, potentially targeting power grids, water supplies, and communications. Where have we heard that before? Pretty sure the WEF put out an article in regards to that, and then it happens. Coincidence, I'm sure. Conspiracy, I'm sure. With the threat from Chinese cyber operations growing, the US government urges immediate security upgrades. That's according to Reuters there. Now, maybe this is why the West hates Putin. Not saying I agree with him or not. I'm just saying I don't agree with everything from mainstream media. And somebody in the comment section said, you need to check out Putin. He's done really well running the country. Well, the proof is in the pudding. The numbers here, over 25 years, GDP, it's up 11.3x. GDP per person from 1,300 to 14,000. It's up 10.8x. Inflation is down 10x. Gold reserves are up 47.7x. Debt is down 4x. Their pension is up 15.6x. That's adjusted. And income is up 15.4x adjusted for inflation. Absolutely amazing, hey? Absolutely incredible. I don't know what it would be like to live there. I don't know. But well done for doing that. At least it's easier. Where here in the West, they just print endless money. Australia, we don't even hold our gold in this country. It's absurd. Volatility, it's incoming. We've had a little bit of volatility today. To the downside, it's the volatility I like to see, because when we get this, it can only last so long, and then we get those big green days. But the volatility ahead, Bitcoin sideways action since its March all-time highs, testing investor patience, but similar multi-month consolidation phases. They've happened every previous bull cycle, including last year's action between March and October. It's a similar time frame, hey? This is the third and final low volatility phase that comes mid-cycle. Every cycle on weekly Bollinger Band with CryptoCon. Said in the next post, 5 months of sideways price action is not new. He added, missing out on 2025 is missing out on 21, 2017, 2013. I feel like I agree. We're not going to know until hindsight. Hindsight's 2020, but I think 2025 and Q4 of this year is going to be absolutely mind-boggling. And if it takes longer to eventuate, I'm all good with that as well. The cheap sats, and hopefully my mum can buy Bitcoin before it absolutely pumps. It's what I'm gunning for. But notably, a similar compression of the Bollinger Band width happened last October, just ahead of Bitcoin breaking out a long-term consolidation. Eventually surging nearly 200% to 73K by March. Altcoin pain. Anyone in altcoins is always in pain. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. I look forward to seeing what happens. We need to remember to stay humble, stack sats, spread love. If you haven't already, hit subscribe if we vibe, smash the notification bell. That's the news with the fast facts. I'm going to jump into a quick little banter, and then I need to race off, and I want to get the studio, 2 coats of paint, do the floor, move the studio back in there today. So that's today's mission. Shout out to Johnny Midas, McLovin in the house, Mike, McLovin, what you 1, 2, 3, Titanic time again. E-Booty, good to E-Boot, good to see you. Do something, do anything. I made it. Hit the like, everyone. Truly appreciate you. We are so early. We front ran Wall Street and all the billionaires. Yes. Remember, there's only 21. Somebody's turned on Ruby, the robot vacuum upstairs. How nice. Hopefully you can't hear it too much. But yes, we did front run Wall Street. Well done if you were here before them, and well done if they brought you in and you're actually holding Bitcoin in self-custody, not an ETF. You're being your own bank. You're being a sovereign individual. It is FU money. It is freedom money. It requires you to take 100% self-responsibility to be a psychopath for the truth. But well done to you. How epic. Retro Beaver. G'day, brother. Phil C in the house. I told you we're going back to 58K. Please make it happen. Please make 58K today. I love it. Steve Smith, that's a pricey dinner. Yeah, 24,000. Is anyone buying the Trump NFT? Scratching down the back of the couch for spare fiat. Didn't think I'd have so many cracks at 58K. Narrative control, the Zuck letter is mad, 100%. Conspiracy theories are simply the truth the tyrannical regimes are trying to keep hidden from us. Bitcoin dumping. It sure is. It's glorious. Has anyone noticed that even though cyber attacks are becoming bigger and more frequent, that our government wants to digitize and hold more and more of our personal information? It's crazy. It's scary. CBDCs, digital IDs, social credit scores, profiling Bitcoiners as psychopaths. All of it is dystopian. And yes, that's the way the world is moving. But was it not Medicare, but in the like Social Security numbers last week in the US, all of them just hacked, put out there? Insanity. Absolute madness. Fake dump back to 65K in a week. All of this at the moment is, it's not a fake dump, like the dump's happening. It's not going to last long, and it may feel like the last 6 months have just been so tedious. They go on and on and on and on, and they never stop. But that's that slowly, then suddenly, that meme within Bitcoin. They do stop, and then Bitcoin pumps, and Bitcoin's only pumping 10, 11 days per year. You want to be here for it. And when it does that, when it makes those gains, when it just bang, 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 like a, what are those jets called? A ramjet engine? And it just accelerates, accelerates, accelerates. That's where you need to get your conviction on these red days. And after it just ramjets through time and space and shoots up to 100K, if it drops down 20 grand in a day, but you're used to it, it's all good. And then it pumps back up again. Anyway, that's news with the fast facts. Real quick banter. I want to get into the studio today, but please do something nice for yourself, for somebody else out there. If you can orange pill somebody today while it's still so cheap. I understand people come into the space when Bitcoin's pumping, when it's bright green, when it's at 80,000, 100,000. A lot of people are going to jump in, but it's on sale. There's a discount today. And does it go to 150K by the end of the year? Maybe, maybe not. But I'd rather have my ticket to see that show, to be there for it, dumping right onto my chest. Lurk Strats, I think that's a good place to be able to end the stream. Have a glorious day. Stack stats, stay humble, spread love. Peace.
Everything seemed normal. Successful businesses were functioning as they usually should. Money was being placed in the bank as savings. Life was good. Nobody notices anything funny. But 2008 hits and all hell breaks loose. Everything we thought about money and the banking was a complete lie, a complete sham, a Ponzi, a scam. The whole world fell apart and a lot of people got hurt financially. And as a result of this, the Bitcoin white paper was born. But yet the same mistakes keep happening over and over again. People are leaving money on their institutions up until the last straw, FTX, when billions of dollars were lost, families were decimated, life savings were completely wiped, and people were wondering what on earth just happened.